I can imagine down the road, once they give us air, we'll have some interesting properties added to it as well.
Paint bleeds. Some paint bleeds. So, like if you have a cavern ceiling, and let's say you have some.
One biggest thing to be careful with it is if you paint healed voxels,
Axiom, thank you so much for following.
it will change the healed voxel to your voxel, taking from your inventory. So when you're painting a cave or something, and it's in healed ground, and you make a huge selection area to paint it quicker, you're also painting all those voxels you're not seeing behind the ball. So just be mindful of that, because it's going to cost you a lot of extra material for that quickness.
Oh, I'm still doing Ruby. I like the bleed effects sometimes, but it always changes, so if you template it, you're kind of screwed because...
Oh, speaking of hotkeys, you probably didn't know about this one on your heal tool. If you hold down your J, once you have it out, it raises it above the voxel instead of being in it.
Oh my god.
That way you can do, precision building with your heal tool, in a sense.
I could never figure that out. Jay, for the win. Things bleed, though. I mean, you need to know that things will bleed, especially gems, raw gems. They're going to bleed into each other. Am I healing instead of painting? Yes. That's fun.
Now, the last one is the line tool. Now, right now, the one by one, it only works on pretty straightforward angles and straight up and down.
Line tool. This is my line tool. So it would go from
But
like
the 2x2 seem to work really
bottom.
nicely. They do have a few bugs, so they'll jump around. Might have to work around some of the bugs after that.
Green.
It does exactly
Blue.
what
I
it's
made
intended
one.
to do. There's some tricks with the line tool we'll discuss down the road, because it's got some interesting properties. It's a smart tool in a way too, because when it lays out this line, it will retain the voxel shapes beside it to work with them. Very interesting tool.
Line tool. Better to go flat.
And you can also use your shift click on the line tool too, so you don't need two actual walls to use it. Did you know that?
Yes.
And now when you are placing the line, I haven't discussed it, is you'll get there's actually 4 different colors you'll experience the
That's a
line
good one.
turning. One is red, which means that angle is not going to really work out as far as its mathematics. So it's not going
But
to
this
come
one
out the
was
way.
green. Look at how crappy this one is. It was green.
Yeah, sometimes it lies to you. Computer's not always right.
Yeah.
Upon popular belief. Then there's yellow,
This
which
one's
is
good.
50-50, I consider. And then there's
Maybe
2
not.
greens. There's a light green and then a very dark green. When you see the dark green, that's a guarantee it's going to probably come out 100% perfect. And you usually only see that on the straight lines in 45 degrees.
See if we can get a... my floor is kind of messed up.
Has made major improvements though from when we first got the line tool, that's for sure.
See the dark green? It has made a lot of improvements. But that is still a nice little line. I don't think I've ever seen the dark green except for, or maybe I've never seen the light green. I don't know.
Well, when you like target the roof and then go to target the floor, and you'll see your green will change when you're right like one voxel off straight. See, it goes light green, and when you got it perfect, it'll go the brighter green.
Oh, I see.
See the difference?
Yes, I do.
So that's a nice quick visual to tell you you're perfect. You don't even have to worry about it's checking for you. When you see that highlighted green, you know that it's going to be exactly either 45 or 90 or straight.
How to fix the floor in one easy step. Oh, look, there's a little micro in there. Beep. It's gone. Okay, what's next?
Well, now we've talked about the tools. So
Talk about the tools.
now, as far as being able to start building, what you want to do is start playing with your just default shape, and you'll want to make yourself some tools. You can get them from most of the swap meets, but to make your own, which is more preferable, is this, like the micros we talked about, you just use your smoothing tool to get them done. Now, a way to get larger voxels than your default one is we can stretch them out. In order to stretch out a voxel, is first let's go and place a voxel there.
Okay, I would just place one. This one, that one's normal.
Copy this, we'll copy the smallest one here.
So.
And like I was talking about with the corners, there's 8 corners, and we can play with each 8 corners by themselves. And that's what we're going to do here is we're going to place just the cube beside the corner that would be connected to that corner to stretch it out.
Right there.
And like I was saying earlier
sides.
with the
2,
micros,
3,
they pull up something to make up the difference. We're using that characteristic here to get a desired effect out of the center's voxel.
For real. For real. Thank you all for coming to this stream. I appreciate everyone for being in here. Be sure to follow. Following will give you 20 hugs.